This is like a 100% solution. And guess what? It's working now. Congrats. We're about to go live now, and we are live now. Hi guys. Hope you're doing great today. Let me adjust this. Kind of has to be better. Okay guys, hi everyone. Hope you're doing great and have been doing great for the past couple of days. The things have been quite shaky, and I just wanted to say that you guys gotta be all safe, especially given what has been happening over the past several days, over the past week, I would say, right? Okay, was that a good introduction or was it a bad introduction? I mean, a bad one. We support you people. That's a good one. Oh, I mean, there are a lot of serious issues going on in the world around us. It doesn't matter if you're living in the US or not. This stuff kind of affects all of us, at least, you know, like mentally, because we're seeing all of that. And of course, we emphasize with these things that other people are living through. And what I wanted to say that to get that kind of information, to get commentary on that kind of information, there are channels on YouTube that are devoted to giving commentary on that kind of issue. But today here we are going to be trying to distract you guys from all of those negative news. They're important to know. It is important to be up to date with everything that's going on around. But today we're going to talk about something like very lighthearted, very not saying like entertain, but something on the other side of all the rather negative news that are being broadcasted all over the internet recently. And I hope you guys are doing great. And someone is saying that they cannot hear Irene for some reason. Okay, let me fix this. This has to be better. Yeah, it was my fault. Sorry guys, we had a couple seconds of technical issues while setting up everything for the live stream, so this is why this issue might have come up. So if you guys could give us feedback on the audio right now, it would be much appreciated. Yeah, we could keep going. I think I fixed it, at least as far as I can tell. I fixed it, but I can't hear you. Are you saying anything?
No, I'm keeping silent, you know.
All right. Okay, awesome. So we could keep going, and we could start covering what we've got up our sleeve for you guys today. And this is like a number of latest news that we want to cover today in this live stream. And if you guys are new here, we recently started doing these weekly live streams talking about what things have been happening all over the internet, and now we're covering mostly like what is happening in the digital world, like overall all that's about like things on the web, recent updates, like updates from Google, updates from bigger companies, and this is kind of all over the place. And if you guys would want to see something in a more specific direction, in a more niche direction, like more stuff about design specifically, without all of that stuff about like Facebook, Google, and all that kind of thing, only the design related stuff, maybe more research, maybe more like software updates, case studies, software updates, that kind of thing, which is super interesting for all the design nerds out there. But if you are for like a more general approach like we're doing right now, either way, you guys let us know in the comments. Any sort of feedback is much appreciated. Since we have recently started doing this is sort of a new format, so we're kind of testing this out, trying to see if it's what fits with our audience. So your feedback would be much appreciated. So going further with today's stream, the first piece of news we'll be talking about, oh, by the way, okay, I will keep talking for a second, then I'll pass the word to Irene so she can keep talking, so you're not only listening to me but to other hosts as well. Well, today we will talk about the TikTok clone, which you might have heard about already or maybe not. And there's something special about this app, something that makes it quite different from TikTok, even though they're in all the other aspects they're completely identical. Then the second piece of news is some cool conference that Irene found, but I'm not sure what that's about yet, so it's kind of a surprise for me as well. So I'm going to learn about this today too. Also, the third one will be what?
Well, it's the Android update that has been rolled out to some devices, Google Pixel devices.
Sick. So you see, it's kind of all over the place. Yet,
yeah,
we're gonna narrow this down later to something more design related. I think I've been thinking about that, but okay, moving on. Then there will be also Artist of the Week that we picked for today, and also the one of the sources that we picked for you guys where you could get some very valuable knowledge, like relating to online education stuff that we'll also be covering on these live streams. There will be a little segment for each stream. So for now, as you can tell, these streams are kind of separated in several segments. And let's start with the first one, which is news. We're going to talk about this one. TikTok clone hit the top of the App Store by paying users to watch videos. So in a couple of words, this is sort of like a complete duplicate of the TikTok app, and it's called Zynn. Is this how it's pronounced? Right? Okay, I see. Connection issues? Are you back there?
Yeah, I'm back.
It cut out for a second. Is that okay now?
That's strange. Yeah, it's okay now. That's strange. It's not Friday the 13th, but something keeps happening all the time.
Well, yeah, you texted me today that you had like power cuts or something. So that's not unexpected. Okay, we gonna be like kind of prepared for that you can,
Yeah, it's 2020. You have to be prepared for everything.
Oh, right. Yeah, you bet. Okay. So Zynn, is this how it's pronounced?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I believe so. It's pronounced Zynn. This has been a really huge piece of news, like lately, and even New York Times and Forbes have written about this. So I believe we should tell people about this. So if you use TikTok or haven't used TikTok, you probably heard about it, and you heard about the concept that it's based on. So these are short 15-second videos, which are fun, and they cater to different types of audiences, but mostly to the younger audience. And so these are fun videos, challenges, collaborations, and stuff like that. And what makes Zynn different from TikTok is that it comes from their business rival, which makes it sort of a perfect market rivalry between the two giant Chinese companies, monopolists of the market, like digital market. These are Tencent and Bytecode, I believe. And what makes Zynn so special is that it pays its users for registration, and it pays its users for referrals. So if you're inviting your friends to join Zynn app, you get money and you get credits, and you can also exchange these credits to the services and in-app purchases. So this what makes it so different, and this is why this application has become #1 in downloads in App Store, like over the past few weeks or so. And that's how it's actually gathered all of this attention from the media because of this. What do you think about it? Like, do we need another TikTok clone, or is this purely, a money thing to invite more people in, and then they will change their thing, like their policies? I just don't really get it. Like, why do we need another app like this?
Okay, like being quick here, I just want to say a couple of words. Yeah, definitely this is going to attract a lot of people. Just the concept itself that you can earn money, earn points by watching videos, by inviting your friends, and that kind of thing. And these points can later be exchanged for some gifts, or even for actual money, like for cash maybe later. But that is something that is gonna attract a lot of people. I can just tell. I know it is. And the thing is that to actually it's not, I believe it's not that simple. I've read somewhere that maybe it's even that exact same article, but in some article it said that actually to be able to get that, like, you can see here now on the screen, invite 5 friends to earn up to $110, right? Like they have to type in a like a sort of a promo code, like a referral code, and you, the person who referred them, you're going to get like $110, which is kind of like, this is pretty nice, you know, getting money coming out of nowhere, basically. But there's a catch. To be able to get that money, the people that you have referred have to be using the app for a while, and it doesn't say how long this while should be. Like maybe, yeah, so it won't work if you like download the app, you ask someone to download the app, then they download it, then you get the money, the person deletes the app, and, you know, whatever. This is not how it's going to work, and I believe that with all the other aspects, all the other features that this app has, that this promises money for, I'm pretty sure there's going to be like some sort of a catch as well. So it's not going to be that simple to get that money. And I'm not saying that I want to trick someone. This is not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that there's a very interesting, not a concept, that's very interesting model behind this app, behind how this app is going to operate. And it says that the goal is to make more ad revenue than the app is going to pay to the users, which means that, okay, they are attracting people are watching ads, and the company gets money, gets revenue from showing these ads. But the thing is that in the US currently they are not showing the ads yet. Am I correct? This is what the article is saying. They're not showing ads. So now the goal is to attract many people to the platform. And for now, if I'm not mistaken, for quite a while, it has already been like number 1 on the Google Play and in the App Store downloads. So it beats, for now, it beats all the other apps, which is insane.
Yeah.
And of course, we definitely need to dig deeper into this model and how it operates. But a lot of people will just download it once they hear that they're gonna get paid easily for doing nothing, for just watching some entertaining videos. People are gonna download it without thinking about it much. They just want to, oh, I can get money. Let's see how. Download the app and try it out for yourself. But I think that before downloading, you have to actually get to know how it is going to work, what is behind all of these features, and how you actually can get your money in the end. If this is your goal, how you can get your money in the end. This is definitely interesting. Do we need another app? Actually, your initial question, do we need another app like TikTok? I think, well, this app is quite like TikTok. Let's have a look. Here they're comparing, in this article, it's by The Verge, by the way, like they're comparing the interface of these two apps, and they look completely the same. Like all the buttons, everything is completely the same. You could tell. And I don't know if it's even legal. Is it like considered like a ripoff? Can you like, this is like plagiarism, plain plagiarism. You can't do that. I mean, but okay, whatever. And these apps, both of these apps originally come from the Chinese market. So they were created by Chinese companies for Chinese people, and now they're trying to migrate. Like Zynn is sort of following the, like in TikTok's footsteps. Yeah, they're just also trying to cater to the US market as well right now. And this is interesting, and this is really, really interesting, because TikTok was, for me, it looks something like, you remember the Vine?
Yeah, absolutely.
It now seems like this is the Vine for this generation. Like, you know, it has been quite a while since they shut down Vine.
Yeah, but Vine shut down because Instagram bought them, I guess, and they just, shut it down because they didn't want a competitor. Because Instagram also presents the same type of content, and a lot of those Viners, like bloggers who made Vines, they became very popular on Instagram after Vines got shut down. Yeah.
but this is what I'm saying. This is very, very interesting to observe how this is all gonna unravel. I'm very interested and genuinely curious in what is gonna like happen next. First, my personal opinion, I know that people are very very easily excited about easy money. This is a fact, where we all are, and let's not pretend that we're not. Like, if we hear that there is an opportunity to get money for doing as little as watching a video or inviting your friend, sending them the link, why not? Why not try and take this opportunity? But I've seen so many of similar apps. Like, they have been apps that would pay you for watching ads. Like, plainly, this was the premise of the app, that you had to download it, you had to create an account, and you had to just watch ads like a couple a day, and you would get like some amount of money. But the amount of money was so tiny that it was almost like a joke. But people still bought it. I mean, people still went for it. They still thought like, oh, this is a cool opportunity. I'm not, not putting a lot of effort into it, but I'm still getting money. But that money is like, dude, if you spend this amount of time on something more useful, you could potentially get even more money by doing something more important. I mean, for yourself, like learning something, looking for some other ways to earn money. Like, here it is something like, I've seen somewhere in the article it was mentioned that how much money you can get. Oh, okay.
It's 12 cents for a few minutes of watching videos. Yeah, I checked it. Like, that's insane, really.
No, like, okay, well, all I want to say that all of these apps that I've seen that offered a similar model, they have flopped before. Like, all of those that I have seen before, they have flopped in a way, and in the end people were upset about them. I don't know about this particular app, and I'm not implying on anything that this is going to happen this time as well. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying this will be very, very interesting to observe, because at this scale, those apps were pretty niche, and they were like, not a lot of people knew about them. They never hit like #1 spot on the Google Player App Store. They never did, but this one did. And this is such a huge company. Speaking about China, right? Such a big company, and now it is very, very interesting. We're going to see. I don't know what else to say here, because I just heard about it. This is like something very new for me about this particular app, but this model is not new, definitely. Okay.
Actually, the company that stands behind Zynn is called Kuaishou, if I pronounce this correctly, and it is the business rival of Tencent, which stands behind TikTok.
No,
so
hold on a second. No, I'm not sure about that, because Tencent owns WeChat, and they recently gave like a 2 billion investment to Keisho, which is the owner of Zynn.
Okay, sorry, I mixed this up. So it's called Douyin. Now I'm looking. I'm actually reading another article by the Forbes now, looking into it, which actually unravels all of these business issues and business stuff behind the curtains, of this app development.
Are we now covering like investment news and that sort of thing? Are we?
No, but
that's something new.
That was kind of interesting, how business works in terms of app development, and how businesses get what they want from people by actually having these app wars, sort of. But this is very cool, I guess. This is so like, on the one hand, it's not really evident to simple users. Like, people are just happy to get some free money, like some easy money.
Free. Like, getting free money, like, it sounds insane.
Like, easy money for free or whatever. But obviously they have a lot of money to pay.
Ooh, so they sure do. They sure do. And we're going to be like observing how this is all going to go further, how it's all going to develop. And from the design point of view, let's actually focus on something that we want this channel to be about design. And just you guys who do web apps, oh no, sorry, not web apps, but mobile apps, because this is not something that we've as a company been involved in. I mean, for a long time we haven't been like dealing with mobile apps that much, but I'm genuinely interested. If any of you guys who are now watching or rewatching, if you do like mobile app design and you know something about it, just please tell me in the comments if this is okay, if an app looks like totally completely the same. Well, I understand that in terms of an interface there are tons of apps that look like similar to each other, right? Because if you list like a banking app or like, I don't know, some fitness tracker, the features are going to be the same, the interface are going to be the same. Yeah,
the user journey is basically the same, so they're like basing the features on the steps of the user journey. That's fine, yeah, but the overall concept is like stealing from the ones they had before. But yeah, to me it's also an interesting question. I'm not really sure if this is like a pure plagiarism or not. I mean,
dude, the icons, the fonts, like as far as I can tell, they're almost identical. I haven't seen many screenshots, but so far as I can tell, like so far, this is like
a total copycat, like 100%.
Like it is interesting to learn about some more cases like that, some more similar cases in history, not in history, like, but if there have been similar cases in the past of completely identical apps being rivals, but really competing for the users. It is a normal thing. Apps are always competing for users, and there are a ton of apps on the market that look alike, and they have like their own users. But in this case, these two apps are becoming very, very popular, having many users and being identical. How it is going to go further, I have no idea, and it's very interesting. You remember with Vine, Instagram, they saw, oh, okay, there's a similar platform that's doing a similar thing. How can we get rid of them? We're gonna buy them. Yeah. Here, this seems like quite an impossible outcome to me.
Actually, there is another platform app. I just forgot what it's called, but I believe that many people will tell you and like in the comments and recognize what I'm saying. They started making masks, like these Instagram masks that are now a big thing over the Instagram. But initially, it was developed by. No, not Snapchat, like another one. They strictly made just AR masks and VR masks. And so Instagram bought them, and they integrated it into the Instagram platform. And actually what we have now on Instagram, this functionality with the masks and all of these kinds of stuff, you can like develop your own masks and submit them to the Instagram platform. This all comes from that initial app that was developed by guys from Belarus. So
I've heard about Spark AR, just something similar that lets you do like all the AR stuff. It might be something similar.
Yeah, Spark is, I guess, it's just the app that helps you make these masks.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So what you told about kind of reminded me about that app. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the concept is pretty much the same. Well, see, this is happening all over, and very often we don't even know about that some major, like, big company buys some other company, and they're kind of just to make their own product better.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, that kind of thing. All right, we've been dwelling on this particular article for quite a while. Let's move on to the next one. And this is that Irene picked as well for today. And this is called the Couch Conference. And this is a very intriguing name for a conference. Does it have anything to do with the quarantine situation? Is this why it has this name?
Well, yeah, the organizers of this conference is the organizer, is the Next Web magazine, and you probably know about it because it's like one of the biggest mass media in the world of tech and in the world of digital news and digital industries, like in general. And what makes this conference a conference actually is that it is truly held in online format, but it also has workshops, live interviews, and audience Q&As. So if you are a participant of this conference, you can actually join the discussion with the industry influencers and with the speakers, and you can interact. So it's not like a one-sided thing when you're only listening to people's talks, right? But you can actually join the conversation, and that's what makes it stand out. And also, as for the speakers, it was said that one of them is Satish Kanwar from Shopify, who is a VP of product. And actually, there are other huge names from the industry, like from many popular companies and well-known companies like WeTransfer, Stack Overflow, Basecamp, and a lot of other like great people and interesting people to talk about the digital transformation during this hard time, like during this quarantine, and a lot more. And so we will link this conference, like leave the link to this conference in the comment section, and you can check it out and see what the talks will be about. And what's cool about it is actually developers, designers, and product managers are getting a free admission for this conference. And so to get it, if you are one, all you need to do is submit a form that you will find on this website, like on this landing page. And so just enjoy the fruitful conversation and maybe learn some new trends about the industry developments and how things are going now and how things are changing now. And I believe this is good stuff. So I suggest you should check it out.
Yeah. Okay, I just had an accident, like, you know,
An intruder.
these people bursting in your room and starting to talk to you, like, what are you doing there? Like, how have you been? Oh, awesome. Okay, anyway, the great news is that that you can get a free ticket. I haven't applied yet, by the way, but I was excited about this one, and I'm definitely going to, because it all sounds great, especially the names on the program. It all sounds really, really good. So you guys definitely have to check this out if you're interested in this kind of thing. If you have ever heard about any of these people, you definitely have to check this out because they're worth listening to. Yeah. They definitely are. These are like great big companies that have they actually have made a lot of impact. You know, like almost all of these are very, very, very well known. Not in some, you know, like some niche circles, but overall, like everyone knows about them. So definitely these people will have a lot to say, and this is great that it actually you can get free access to it. Is it completely free?
Well, for designers, web developers, yes, but there's also like another subscription package, if we can say so. It's called Comfy Couch, and it costs €49. It's like a regular admission for like non-designers, non-developers, and just people who are wondering what it's all about.
Okay, and it is happening. It's important to say when it's happening. It's happening
Yeah,
in 7
June.
days. Yeah.
Yeah, June 11th. Yeah, online.
Awesome. This just all sounds great. And what's the time?
I believe. Well, I can't really find it.
Hold on.
Well,
Like
it says
yeah,
like 7 days, 19 hours, 48 minutes.
Yeah. So, well,
I guess. Yeah, if you register with this thing, they'll let you know the details.
Okay, how to? So yeah, you simply sprint request complimentary access in order to bring the relevant and awesome group together. Sprint Couch Conference will allow participants to request access via this application form. So You guys you can try and apply, and I'm not sure if it's like if all the people who apply will be able to fit, because it's interesting in what software they're going to be using to broadcast it, because it's going to be happening live. And it's interesting if the number of people, of attendees, is limited, because it doesn't say anything about that on the landing page, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, all
No.
times in GMT +1. I just found it.
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay, you can also read the program, but definitely go try and get the free access, because it sounds exciting. It sounds extremely exciting. It really does. Okay, next piece of news. Android 11 first beta lands early for some Pixel owners. And I remember that I've read it somewhere like a couple days ago that they sort of like delayed the presentation, the official presentation of Android 11 due to the events happening in the US right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? They're now landing like beta on some devices, which is interesting. Okay.
Well, I don't know about the delays, but like I read about what's new with Android 11, like how they changed it a little bit, like revamped it a little bit and gave it some fresher look. So it says that actually they've changed the look, like the interface design, and also they've given like a new settings menu, and they had like chat bubbles, and so they actually revamped the look of the buttons, like the power button menu and stuff like that, and so it looks fresher and more vibrant, more beautiful. Also, there have been some changes to the media player, and actually the developer, one of the developers mentioned this on his Twitter account, and this can be seen like in the article by The Verge. So I'm not an Android user myself, but I used to be an Android user, and from what I see here, it looks cuter, and yeah, it's absolutely got a new, fresher look to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm checking the screenshots.
And I believe this is also linked to the next iOS update, which is rumored to happen soon as well, because there is a beta version of it, which was also reported by a number of magazines like The Verge and Mashable and like tech magazines.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they seem to like change some icon shapes, to change. Okay. Hold on a second. A new setting menu that they implemented some sort of chat bubbles, which let you keep conversation accessible via floating bubble on your screen. This is interesting, as given how often and how much we use all of the apps for chatting with people, like Facebook Messenger, like Instagram, that kind of thing. And I personally loved the I don't remember when they rolled it out, like Android 8 or Android 9, they rolled out the split screen option, if you remember.
Oh yeah, I remember
that
that.
was
Yeah.
sick. Like, I used to do a lot of translation work, and this was amazing. This is some really great improvement, because you can open. Sometimes I had to work on my phone. For example, when you are like on the road somewhere, but you still got to do your work, and you have no chance to like open your laptop or something, and you like have to use your phone for a second, and this was super handy. When you can open multiple apps at the same time, like at least two, it's already better than one.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And as far as I can tell, these are mostly like, there are some like improvements to some of the functional side of things, but also the mostly these are like cosmetic improvements mostly, like changing the shape of the buttons, of the brightness slider, like changing media resumption. Yeah. Oh, open the post again. Okay. All good. We can move on to the next one, right?
Yeah, right.
A cool article that you picked, which is called 10 excellent font pairing tools for designers. And if you've ever had to work with like some sort of typography, well, it doesn't really matter if you ever had to design like a landing page or an app or a poster or a card, or even let's do bigger, like an identity system or something. Definitely, we all know that, well, serif fonts look good with sans serif fonts, but this is like general knowledge. But when it comes to applying all of this knowledge to the actual real project, sometimes we do lack that experience, especially you're just a beginner, you're starting out. Sometimes you do lack that experience, and your eye is not trained to see if these two fonts fit together. And these tools, I'm not saying they are like you have to only use the tool and you have to rely completely on the tool. This is not what I'm saying. You should never completely rely on a tool to do your job, even though recently there are some pretty awesome tools, given that we have like a very fast and rapid development of machine learning, of AI, that sort of thing. But you shouldn't completely rely on the tool. But this tool can give you a great starting point, something to work with, something to improve. And this is a very good list of these tools, and I've personally used several of these tools. The first one is FontJoy, which just simply you click one button and it generates you a set of fonts that the tool thinks go perfectly together. And well, definitely a very quick way to get things started, and you can tweak and combine, you can try other fonts, and you can see what combination fits you better. But definitely, to get things started and to take a first step towards picking your perfect set of fonts for your project, this is definitely a very good one to start with, and I totally agree with putting it on like the first place in the list. It definitely takes the top spot. Now, font combinations library, this is like a sort of like a library. Okay, like hence the name. It's sort of like a collection of some pieces of work where you can steal the font combinations, basically, sorta. And the rest of the tools are pretty much the same. There's even one from Canva, if you know what Canva is. Well, real designers do not use Canva. That's what I'm saying.
Well, marketers do.
Marketers do, because they're not designers, definitely. This is the only reason.
Well,
like
absolutely.
Canva,
If you lack the knowledge, like if you lack the design knowledge and the design skills, then all of these tools are just perfect. Because if you're a total noob like myself, and if I need, I don't know, just to put together a couple of nice looking fonts, I get lost and I panic. So when I found this was like a total godsend for me. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know these things even existed.
Yeah, so you just wanted to share this this finding, this like very perfect thing for yourself. And I totally do agree, because Canva can be a great helping tool for, like, this is a sort of a design tool for non-designers, let's put it that way, because it gives you like a minimum set of tools that lets you put things together if you need like a quick social media post and you don't have like access to a like a separate person to be doing this for you.
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
This is a great one, because I tried using it because well, there's a long story, but I once I was asked to like create a set of sort of a set of templates for someone who was working in Canva, and this was the first time when I ever opened Canva, and I was like, when you get used to the set of tools that like Illustrator or Photoshop or Figma or Sketch gives you, then you kind of feel like, where is this thing? I need this thing. I can't do much with only that. Well, no, you can do a lot. All I can tell that you can do a lot even with the set of tools that Canva gives you. You certainly can. But once you get used to the abundance of tools and like guides and all that sort of thing, you feel like you really do need them. They make things so much faster, so much easier, like alignment buttons, and they don't have that in Canva. Like, dude, even that's such a simple thing, and you're like, yeah, come on. But yeah, definitely we only have to praise that we have it's free, it's completely free, so you can't demand much from it. But Figma is also free, and if you're not a designer, I would recommend that you start with Figma. Why? Because we'll be doing a short video series on Figma and help you guys get started. Oh, should we do a series like Figma for non-designers or that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see this, because I was also interested in like seeing what Figma can do and like use it on a noob level, at least, you know, like being able to use it. So for me, this is a great thing, I guess, like a starting point.
I personally think that this is amazing. This is awesome that now we have a tool that can be used by both professional designers who do that for a living. They do this thing for a living, so they can distinguish a crappy tool from a great tool. And that's what I'm saying. Figma is a great tool. It's rather a great tool, and it definitely, I'm loving the feature, the thing that they have plugins, like third-party plugins by different developers, by random people. You just can add it to your profile and you can start using it right away. And the process is so simple and fast, and we can actually make a video about Figma plugins. And recently I used a couple in one of the recent videos about our elements or blobs, and if you guys haven't seen it, go and check this out. It's going to be linked somewhere since we mentioned it, I'm going to link it somewhere here. And this is all great, and I think it's awesome that now there is a tool that can be used, and like the learning curve is so, like, it's not too steep. It's like it's very fast. You get used to it like very, very quickly. If you're a professional and you've worked with Sketch or Illustrator, it's going to take you a couple minutes to understand how that all works on the environment. It all looks pretty much the same. And if you're a newbie, the concept is very, very simple. What is great about it for a newbie is that the interface is very minimal. It's very minimal. All of your tools, they are placed in a very smart way. They're easily accessible, and everything is very intuitive, so you very quickly understand where all the things are. Moving on. I know I've been talking for a while. Let's move on.
I love it when you're ranting about things like design. You know, you can listen to it forever.
I always rant about things that do not make much sense. I'm not making a lot of sense, I know, but let's keep going. I keep like getting carried away, and I can't do much about it. And you are here to actually prevent me from doing that.
Shall I make a sign, you know, and lift it up every time you get carried away? So don't get carried away.
Well, I do not guarantee that I'm going to see it. You better make some sort of a sound or something.
Okay. Like a beep.
That would be perfect. Okay, you guys, this article, I don't see much sense like going further with this article. You can check this out for yourself because the link is right now in the description box. Is it there? Let me go and check. Oh, because I'll be like promising things that are not there. It's not there.
Are you sure? Edit. Well, because it has no sense announcing something like beforehand before we actually get to talk about it.
Well, kind of, but okay, but yeah, but okay, forget it. I just thought that we can, you know, like say the people who are watching, like tell them, oh, you guys go and check out your links in the description, but never mind. So now I've opened the Dribble profile.
Yeah.
What's there?
Oh, well, it's the inspiration of the week.
Okay, why did you pick this one?
Well,
this is
you know, I love everything. Yeah, it's illustration. But this looks very trendy and very fresh to me, especially in terms of these gradients, because as you know, gradients are a trend in illustration this year, this season.
Wait, they
Um,
did this person, Mikhail Gust. I'm very bad at
Gustafsson.
pronouncing foreign names. The guy's from Sweden. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be butchering the name. I'm just going to say this incredibly talented person apparently took part in some sort of a video game development, and they have a couple of
Gifts,
there are a
yeah,
couple
to
of
prove.
shots, yeah, a couple of
Mhm.
shots from the game, and it looks awesome. And I'm definitely going to check this out. Like right now, after we finish the stream, I can't wait because it's a PC game developed by FJRD Interactive, some indie developer probably. There are links to the Steam. It's going to be on Steam. Awesome. This looks insane. This is so great. It seems like a first-person game. Wow, the animation. Dude, this looks amazing. What is that? Why have I never heard about it? Like, I
I don't
love
know.
indie games. I can't believe the animations. Hold on. Among the trees. I don't remember if I heard about this one. But okay, let's check out their other work, because like all the recent posts, they were from this video game thing. And this guy apparently does a little bit of motion design as well. I see one of the recent shots that features this cute character animation. Looks pretty good as well. What else? Oh,
Actually, you can
these
see
gifts.
more of his work on his Instagram account, and
Oh yeah.
it's awesome as well. Yeah, he gives a link.
I'm looking at some of these shots and I can't. This is digital illustration, but it looks. Some of these things look like so. How to say it? Like some sort of
Realistic.
a fine art. Yes, some sort of like handcrafted. Some of these things really do look handcrafted, and it just looks insane. Hold on. Cinema 4D. Yeah, he's a 3D artist. And this is like some of these things, they do have this low poly look, but the
Mhm.
textures, this is what gives life to it. The textures, this is so great. And by looking at it first, you can't even tell what this guy does, because it looks like illustration and 3D work, everything. It looks so amazing, and well, this is something to be praised. Really, I'm loving it. I'm loving the look of it, like everything. Oh, 2D Forest Pack for Unity. This guy definitely does a lot of stuff for game development. Like I've seen some of these shots were for iOS game redesign, level design, a lot of game development work, level design. This is just so awesome. I'm gonna check out more stuff by this guy later. I'm loving it. Like, wow, this is insane. So great. Okay, thank you. You have a good taste.
Thank
You
you.
really do. I'm really loving it. This is awesome. I hope you guys can see now the name of the artist, Mikhail. I'm not gonna be trying to pronounce the surname. You have a beautiful surname, but no. Wait. What's the last what was the last
Well,
link for today? I
the
forgot.
last link, it got me sort of interested because this is a landing page where you can like submit your email for like subscribe and get 100 business ideas for your startup from
What?
yeah. I found this on one of the resources for designers, and what they do is that they send you out like 10 startup ideas a week, and these come from the different business contributors, and among the names The contributors' names are Haystack, USV, Reshape, First Minute. So if you know, like, there's plenty of different companies that are involved in the tech industry, in the digital industry. And so if you really know any one of them, and if this seems credible, then I suggest you should check this out. Because I guess that in this time, in this period of our life, um, people are challenged with finding new business ideas and maybe revamping their current businesses. And so I think that getting a couple of fresh ideas wouldn't hurt, definitely wouldn't hurt. And maybe if you're kind of lost, or if you're a business
If
owner,
you're
or if
lost.
you're, yeah, if you're lost with what direction your business should be taken, I suggest you should check it out, because probably you can get some new and fresh insights. Who knows? So
This is very intriguing. Hear
yeah,
what founders and investors from leading companies think could be next big business. And here they give like upcoming ideas. Your next big business could be Zoom for religious services, Box for mom and pop shops. This is okay. Now, in the modern world, it is very tricky because pretty much any idea that pops up in your head, you start googling it, you start researching, and you find out that it has been done already, maybe even multiple times, and you're
yeah,
like, okay, what to do now? I can't. Your brain just can't make things up anymore because it has been done already by someone else, and you feel miserable. But you definitely shouldn't, because this here, I have it opened on my screen right now. This section here is in itself a very, very big hint, a very big and important tip for you to consider, because you see that Zoom for religious services, Zoom is an already existing app, and what it suggests you is to niche
finish
down,
down.
and this is, it sounds so simple, but in reality, this is something that is sort of a key to success. It really is. Like, look, we have a ton of, let's say, these. Okay, let's see. In the abundance of products that we have on the market right now, it is very, very hard to stand out. Which means that if you're trying to cater to everyone, to every single person on earth, this is not going to happen, because the bigger mass of people is already using Skype. Is a well-known app. Everyone knows Skype. There's no person on earth who hasn't heard about Skype, and they're most definitely, this will be the first thing they will go for. Like, my grandma uses Skype. What else do you need? This is what I'm saying. And here they are giving you the biggest tip ever: niche down. Think about any app existing in the world that you wish was okay. Let's imagine that you are a designer, maybe you are a game developer, which is super cool profession. I'm loving it. If you are maybe you are doing garden work, maybe you're a gardener, maybe you're a landscape designer, whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever you do, think about what your like day-to-day routine, what your work process, what your workspace lacks. And think about people who are just like you and what they would want to have, which they do not have now. And think about how you could adapt any of these existing apps to have all of those features that you're lacking. And this is going to be it. It is going to be the next big business. This is going to be that. Well, it's not, of course you can say that, oh, there's not so many like people in this niche. This is very niche. And for some people, niche equals unsuccessful. Like, niche equals like very unpopular, which is not true. Because, well, now with all the things like targeted advertising, like communities online, influencers, all this sort of thing, it is very easy to target to a specific demographic, to target. Okay, it cut out again. So guys, I'll be talking only to you right now. This is shame. Okay, talking about what I was talking about. I really hope that it reconnects a second later, and it might. Let's give it a second to reconnect. So what I was saying is that with all the tools that we have right now, it is very, very easy to target to specific demographic, to target to specific age group, to target to people with specific interests, to people with certain interests, because it is easier to reach them, because all of these communities, influencers, they all cater to a welcome. Are you there? Don't know about that. Okay, in a couple words. Now, niching down is now by niching down, it's actually easier to succeed in the end. It's easier to succeed with your final product. And this is like something that you have to look into. And hey there. Irene seems to... Oh, you're back. Are you back?
Yeah, I am.
Happy to see you here. That's awesome.
Yeah, sorry, something happened again.
Guess what? Guess how many minutes we've been here on the stream? Just try to guess.
An hour?
You're completely right. Look, with every single of these live streams, with every next stream, our goal is to make it shorter. Our goal was to make it shorter, to find a way to make it like condensed, quick, brief. But now it's only like, it's a rabbit hole. We're going down this rabbit hole like of news, chattering, ideas, tips, predictions, all sorts of things, but it's not getting shorter, it's getting progressively longer, and I have no idea what to do about it. If you guys have any tips about how we could make
to make us shut up
short. Oh, I wish there was one. I wish to dude. I think this is what we need. This is exactly what we need to shut the up. Yeah, so if you guys
that's an idea for a next startup.
Yeah, find a way to let these, like, to have these people on the internet stop talking. Like, yeah, guys, all the internet is going to be grateful for that. I'm pretty sure. Okay, and I'm getting tired of this like blue thing over here. I'm going to actually jump back to that illustration guy because I was really enjoying it. Where is it? Here. Okay, there we have it. Okay, having this amazing grid of super inspiring work, and the background, we're gonna say our last words for today's live stream. Whew. That sounded menacing. Yeah. I'm not ready to say my last words just yet. Well, yeah, you have a couple years still. I mean, yeah, you're not that old. You are old, but not that old. Thank you. Yeah. You're welcome. My pleasure. Anyway. Anytime. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching, and we hope that you did enjoy this like pointless rant for like 58 minutes. Oh god. And I hope you guys come here next time to see what we have to talk about, and we promise we have to actually promise people that next time is going to be 20 minutes. Can you promise that? Can you make it? Well, I can, but hopefully I can stick to my promises. We'll see. We'll see that. We'll see about that. And okay, guys, a challenge. And we're actually going to post, dude, look, I think that we have to post it on our community tab next time, that the next stream has to be 30 minutes, up to 30 minutes max, like tops, not longer. And this is just, you know, this has to happen at least once. We have to have a stream under 30 minutes. Okay, you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for staying here with us. I hope you like this stream and you've seen something useful in it, or at least something inspiring, something cool. And if you you're always welcome to share your opinion on anything we've talked about today, and even if something irrelevant, doesn't matter, just share your opinion about whatever you like, whatever you please. And if you have any suggestions, any feedback, any requests for future tutorials or future videos, yes, we're getting back to making tutorials again pretty soon. Not today, but pretty soon. And I hope you guys are staying safe and staying well, and have a great day. Irene, do you have a couple words to say, because I've been talking for a while?
Yeah, thanks for joining us on this live stream. And if you still need some great resources and great website templates, don't forget to check TemplateMonster Marketplace, because pretty soon it's going to switch to marketplace, like the full scale, and we're going to have lots of new types of products. So we're really anticipating this change, this switch, and just check it out. We'll leave all the links to the websites below, and have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, this is pretty much that for today. Thank you guys. And yeah, we have to definitely say this sentence about who we are and what we do at the very beginning of the stream, and not in the last minutes of the stream. Okay, thank you guys. See you around. See you next time in a week, the same time, the same day. Be here, and we'll bring more news, inspiration, and pointless chatting to your life. Thank you